All right, Gov. So I heard that you celebrated your 47th birthday last week.
I sure did. I sure did.
All right, so we've got something special for you. We're
Uh-oh.
going to ask you 47 questions today while you do 47 push ups. Are you
I
up for
love
the
that.
challenge?
I'm up for it. Let's get it in.
All right, let's go. Are you a morning or night person?
I am definitely a morning person. Mornings I wake up and I'm like ready to go. Nights I'm like, it's power down time.
What's the first thing you thought of when you woke up this morning?
Very first thing I always think about is I thank God that He made me, He helped me make it through the night, and that I have a chance to see another day.
What about one word to describe Maryland's vibe?
Ooh, one word I say. I'm gonna give it 3. Humble and hungry.
Nice. One word to describe your vibe today.
Soldier.
What's the best part of your day?
Best part of my day is when I get a chance to speak to my kids and hear how their day was.
What's one thing you've accomplished as governor that you're proud of?
There's a lot we're really proud of. We're proud of the drops in the violent crime rates. We're proud of the drops in unemployment. But I think the thing I'm probably most proud of is that we've been able to run a really fiscally disciplined state where we've turned a deficit into a surplus, that we've been able to decrease the size of the general fund every year as governor, and we've given the middle class a tax cut. I'm really proud of that.
One thing that keeps you up at night.
Child poverty. I can't stand it. And that keeps me up at night, that we have so many children who are growing up in poverty.
How do you handle tough days?
I think the toughest days, what I do is I lean on history. I'm a big history person, and I think on your most difficult days, if you read history, it gives you a sense of context of everything that people came before you had to go through. And I think when you're learning about the days of Harriet Tubman, for example, it keeps your toughest days in a sense of perspective.
What surprised you most about being governor?
Something that my good friend Spencer Cox said to me, I think really resonates, where he said, as a governor, you can do anything, you just can't do everything. And so you got to pick what are the things that you are going to make sure happens as the governor.
Suit and tie or t-shirt and cargo shorts?
T-shirt and cargo shorts all day long. Suit and ties are only when required and necessary. This is my comfort zone.
All right, first 10, let's see it.
All right, let's knock them out.
Okay, now for some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Baltimore or DC sports?
Baltimore sports all day long. Does DC have sports?
What's the best hiking spot in Maryland?
You know, one of the things I love to do, I love hiking. From Western Maryland, Eastern Shore, I think you have some of the best trails in the entire country. And if people check us out on Instagram, they'll see it. But I say Swallow Falls is absolutely stunning. The Billy Goat Trail is great. But I say if I had to pick one, people should really go check out Swallow Falls.
Secret Maryland spot that you love?
I don't know how secret it is, but the Chesapeake Bay. I mean, I love going on the bay. I love going out and fishing, and I love going out and just exploring. And so I just love going out there and swimming and hanging out. So it's not quite a secret, but the Chesapeake Bay is really a place of peace for me.
Crabs, with mallet or with finesse?
Oh, with finesse.
Guilty pleasure movie?
Friday.
Guilty pleasure reading genre?
I'd say probably my guilty pleasure reading genre. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably YA, young adult, and I like it because also my kids read that stuff, and so I like reading the stuff that they're reading, and then we discuss. So I probably say YA.
What's your hype song before a big speech?
I say my forever hype song is probably "What We Do" by Freeway, Beanie Siegel, and Jay-Z.
Texting or calling?
Oh, texting. I I'm not a, I don't like phone calls. Texting is just like quick, easy. The only problem is a lot can get lost in interpretation with texting, but I'm definitely a texter.
Social media, do you doom scroll or avoid?
I generally try to avoid because you can go down a lot of rabbit holes real quick. So I generally just try to avoid social.
Would you survive a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if zombies would survive an apocalypse with me.
All right. Are you ready for your next set of 10?
Oh yeah, let's get it.
Let's go.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nicely done. We've got 10 more questions for you.
All right.
Who's the funniest person in your household?
Oh, me, by far. Well, actually, our son is kind of catching up. I like he's got a quick wit. He's pretty good, but definitely me for now.
Not Tucker.
Not Tucker. Tucker always make you smile, but I don't know. But actually, he is kind of funny with some of the stuff he does. But I still think I got the edge.
What's a more family weekend like?
Kind of following the kids around in their activities. It's a lot of sports, whether it's dance with our daughter or football or baseball with our son. And also we love like catching whether it's like Ravens games or if it's Orioles season. So it's a lot of sports.
What's one rule your kids have to follow no matter what?
Mind your manners and say your prayers.
Who is the best cook in your house?
I'm probably the best cook, even though my wife does some really good chicken. But I'm the best cook in the family.
What's your best dish?
Jamaican food. So like curry goat, oxtail, jerk chicken, plantain. So it's so I'd probably say Jamaican food.
What's the best advice your wife has ever given you?
Let me love you.
It's cute. What's a lesson your mom taught you that stuck?
I think probably the best advice my mom gave me was understand when patience is a virtue and understand when patience is a detriment. And that's actually real wisdom. I think that's actually really smart advice.
What would 12-year-old you say if he saw you now?
He'd probably laugh at my bald head, but he'd probably like, "What's up, Unc?"
What were you like in school?
I was always a very intellectually curious kid. I was, I think I was always a kid who was always trying to understand like what was the next step or what was the next level. It didn't always lead me in the right place. I think I got a lot of trouble when I was younger. But I think I was always kind of like, I always had leadership skills, I think. I just didn't always lead people in the right place.
The most surprising job you've ever had?
I've had a lot of really odd jobs. I'd say probably maybe surprising is I delivered pizzas for a while, and which is actually a good job. I mean, like you made some good tips. There's some crazy stories I could tell you about it, but yeah, I think probably when I delivered pizzas.
That is pretty surprising. So, all right, let's get to the next set.
Next set, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, let's get to this next round of questions.
All right.
How would you define your leadership style in one word?
Resilient. I think we're focused on what we're going to get done. We'll accomplish our mission.
Military or Rhodes Scholar? Which shaped you more?
Military. I mean, I wouldn't be a Rhodes Scholar without the military, but I would have joined the military without the Rhodes Scholarship. So military.
Why run for a second term?
Because we still got work to do. I mean, we got a lot that we've accomplished, a lot that we're really proud of, but we didn't come here to accomplish a lot. We came here to accomplish it all. So we got more work to do.
Solid answer. What do you want people to say about your time as governor?
That we kept our promises. That the things we campaigned on, we got done. that the things we said we were going to accomplish, we were able to accomplish, and that we made leave no one behind, that's not a slogan. It's actually a governance philosophy about the way we do our work.
What's one thing you wish every Marylander knew?
I wish every Marylander knew just how damn good this team is. This is a badass administration. I mean, the cabinet secretaries, the agency heads, the people who work in the governor's office. I mean, this is a really talented group of human beings, and I wish the people of the state could see every day what I see, which is just how good, this administration really is.
What's one thing you haven't finished yet, but you're guaranteed that you want to?
We're gonna end child poverty. Period and full stop. And it's an absolute obsession of mine that we have got to figure out a way of being able to give more children opportunities to be able to get all their God-given destiny.
What's a dream project you'd like to start next?
I would love, Maryland became the first state in the country that has a service year option for all of our high school graduates. I love that Maryland is leading the charge on the whole service effort. I want to make sure that doesn't stop at Maryland, and I want to make sure the entire country can benefit from having a real culture of service, because I really do believe that service will save us.
What's one thing you've learned as governor?
I don't like how much politics plays into stuff and how much like party stuff plays into stuff. Like I didn't come from that background. And so it's just amazing to me sometimes that people who I actually thought were smart people sound really dumb when every time they talk, it's just like a constant attack on a party or a constant where everything one person says, it's gotta be wrong because they come from a different party. I think that's just so silly. And I'm saddened that is so infused into the world of politics right now.
What's one thing you're still learning as governor?
How we can go about accomplishing these big things, and oftentimes where it's systems that actually have to get fixed. I'm very clear on many things that we're trying to get done and many things you're trying to do. The amount of drag and pull and all that you sometimes need in order to get these things done is sometimes can be very frustrating, because I'm an impatient person by nature. Like, I want to be able to move fast. But I think one thing I'm very much still learning about the political process is there's a slowness that sometimes can feel very frustrating, that I just find myself every single day trying to break free of.
What's one thing politics should be more like?
I think politics should be more like the Army-Navy game. They will spend the entire time on the field like absolutely trying to destroy each other. And at the end of the game, the cadets go over to the Navy side and they sing the Navy alma mater, and the midshipmen will go over to the Army side and they will sing the West Point alma mater. And I just think it's one of the most brilliant shows of sportsmanship that we can spend all day long, trying to fight and have battles of ideas and all that kind of stuff and try to beat the other person on the field. And then at the end of the day, though, you go and you pay respect to your opponents, because you're not at war with one another. In fact, if anything, you realize that as soon as that game is over, these are people who you're going to be side by side with in protecting the same value. So I wish the entire country could actually learn something from the Army-Navy game.
I like it. Can we get 10 more push-ups?
We sure can. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, let's crank out this final round of questions and push-ups.
All right.
Do you think we should start incorporating push-ups into more interviews that you do?
100%. I think also, if we incorporated push-ups into debates, like I would love to, anyone who I'm running against ever again, I would love to do a push-up contest with them.
I think we'd all love to see that. If you weren't doing this interview right now, where would you be?
I'd say I'd be out with the people. It's one of my favorite things to do. I mean, like, I know there's a whole laugh line about being governor outside, just because of how much time we're spending out with the people. But it's one of the things I love and one of the things I enjoy, because I just really believe if you know the people you're fighting for, you just won't stop fighting for them.
What's the best part of your job?
I would say the best part of my job is that every day is different. And like even the parts of your day is different. You'll go out and spend one day out in Western Maryland and go spend time, working in Appalachia and all the different issues that people are working on there. And then you'll go spend the next day down over in the Eastern Shore and spend the day with chicken farmers and spend the day, learning about what can we do to generate more energy. And then you will go then spend the next part of your day down in Prince George's County and see the amazing work that is happening with the leadership down there to focus on economic development. And then you'll come back and you'll go spend time in Baltimore County, in Baltimore City, focusing on housing and creating more affordable housing for people. Like, I love how diverse my day is and how diverse my days are. And I think that's one of the best parts about the job.
What's a habit you've picked up as governor that you never had before?
I would say one thing that I love to do are the consistency of the morning workouts, where I just started, working out at the Naval Academy every single day. And it's just something that's been a real joy where, especially as an Army guy, I'm just trying to figure out why they have Beat Army everywhere on campus. So I got to figure out who to talk to about that.
So who is someone you've met during your job who you think about a lot?
I think about someone who I met on the campaign trail. And that's a person named Shannon out in Western Maryland, where I remember when I was talking with Shannon about the work that I wanted to do if I had the chance to be elected governor. And, he was actually a waiter at a restaurant that I was eating at in Western Maryland. And he said to me, listen, you know what? You got my support. And he said, the only thing I ask of you is this: don't forget about us. Because he said oftentimes people will just go and they'll come here during election season and then we'll never see them again and they won't honor their promises. And every time I get out to Western Maryland, and we're out in Western Maryland all the time with me and this administration. And I try to go see Shannon as much as possible to let Shannon know that I held to my word and we didn't forget about him and we didn't forget about our folks in Western Maryland, and we never will.
What's something small that made you smile this week?
Got an announcement about another new business coming to the state of Maryland. And it's really exciting for me because, just in our time, we've gone from being 43rd in the country in unemployment to now having amongst the lowest unemployment rates in the entire country. And that's for the past year and a half, where our unemployment rate right now in Maryland is almost a full point lower than the national average. And that's a really big deal, particularly when you consider the assault that the federal government continues to do on us. I mean, the Trump administration has now fired over 15,000 Marylanders who are federal workers. And that was before this ridiculous federal government shutdown that's taking place with these folks in Washington right now. And when I think about the fact that we have grown our economy in Maryland, we've added over 100,000 new jobs in Maryland just since I've been the governor. And the vast majority of them have been in the private sector. They've been in businesses like Home Chef or the expansion for AstraZeneca or all the work that's happening with our entrepreneurs. Like, that's really exciting for me. And so something that made me smile was I had a conversation with another business that is now going to be coming to the state of Maryland. And so it just continues to show that our economic growth is real, and the economic diversification, where we're just diversifying off of Washington, because I just think that's really important right now.
All right, last question. What's next for Wes Moore, no matter what?
The best compliment that anybody could give me is for people who've known me for a while, I think they would say, he hasn't changed. Same person, same sense of humor, same focus, same passions. I feel like, unfortunately, for a lot of these people who get into politics, and I've seen it from some of my ex-friends, where it's just like, I see them transform into something that they weren't before. And I remember telling the team when I first started running for governor, I have no problem spending all day long introducing myself to people who don't know me. I will not spend a second reintroducing myself to people who do know me. I just hope that I stay the same. And that's a guarantee I can give all the people in my life.
Incredible. I believe you just need 7 more push-ups, and then we're done here.
7. Why don't we just do another 10?
All right.
Let's do it. And thank God we're in Maryland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1 for the great state of Maryland. Let's go.